Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Right now I'm going to do a follow-up review with the Oukitel C21. Now, had this phone for a few days, and to be honest with you, I mean, it has a really nice display. One of the things is that to find a phone with in this price range, like around $100 to $150, with a 1080p and so full HD plus, so the resolution is really good on this phone, and the display, you can see the colors are really nice. Actually, on the viewfinder you really can't tell, but it's actually really good. I really like the display. I like the layout on this phone. It's pretty simplistic. There's no bloatware, which is very good, because usually on phones like this, Xiaomi's really bad as far as bloatware. They put a lot of bloatware on their phones. This phone, I haven't found any bloatware. I think maybe there's one app that I found that I'm not familiar with, like this one where it says Outdoor Tool, but I've never really used it. But other than that, I haven't seen anything here that would worry me. As far as, you know, having to remove it or anything like that. So there's no bloatware, which is pretty good. The camera on this phone, of course, is not going to be anywhere near a premium flagship or even a mid-ranger, but it does the job. So let's go ahead and take a photo here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a photo here of my Rockstar, and tell me what you think. All right, so I took a photo. Now I took a photo here last night of my cat on the bed. Alright, and here's a Rockstar. So it's a little dark. Now, in light, the photos are going to be okay in the daytime, but in the nighttime, they're not going to be really good. I took this one in the daytime the other day, and you can see it's good in the daytime. So, daytime photos, you know, usually any phone in 2020 is going to have good photos in the daytime, but nighttime, not so much. So look, if you're buying this phone for the camera, forget about it. Yeah, it's not the phone for the camera. But another thing is, it's got the Helio P60 processor, so trying to find Gcam on this phone is almost impossible. That's going to work. So, you know, if you just want a $100 phone, $100 to $150 phone, if you're on a budget and you want a brand new phone, you know, this phone is good for the price point. Now, I would not recommend paying anything over $150 for this phone. Actually, there's options where you can get a pre-owned device for $150. You can get like a OnePlus 6T for $200, which is a premium phone. And but if you just need a new phone and no bloatware, I don't see a problem with this phone. There's nothing wrong with it. The scrolling on this phone's fine. There's no lag. I'm not getting any hiccups, really, to be honest with you. The Helio P60 is a really good processor. Now, this phone does have 6 gigabytes of RAM, so that also helps. So scrolling on this phone is not going to be a problem. Other than that, I think it's an okay phone. I think it's an okay phone, and the fingerprint sensor is probably one of my favorite parts about this phone, because it's just super quick. It's just super fast. Fingerprint sensor is probably one of the faster fingerprint sensors that I've ever actually seen on any phone. Pretty crazy, but all in all, guys, decent phone, decent specs. You get what you pay for. This one offers a little bit more, just for the fact that, you know, they've got 6 gigabytes of RAM in here. And you can get a Samsung A11, which is like 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it's got a lower processor, and it's laggy. And, you know, they want like $150 to $200 for that phone. So, you know, if you buy a brand name phone, and, you know, because you trust the brand, or you can try a little, you know, something different outside the box, like an Oukitel or an Umidigi, or anything like that, something that's not really popular, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that the phone isn't good, because at the end of the day, they all use the same components, and it just comes down to preference, how committed you are to a certain brand. I'm not committed to any brand. I have my brands that I prefer, just because I like the performance on certain phones better. But other than that, you know, this is actually a decent phone, and the display is really probably one of its best features. It has a really, really good display for an LCD, and I'm not a fan of LCDs. And this is a really good display. So anyways, guys, hope you like this video. Don't forget, subscribe down below, comment, and I will talk to you guys soon.